Welcome to part 6 of Corner Country. Hi, my name is Rosemary, one half of R&R Live and Life, the other being my husband Rick. Together we have been exploring the Darling River Run and Corner Country and are now on our journey home. This video is a compilation of photographs I took while travelling from Cunnamulla to Wyrandra, Balonne, St George, then down to Durrumbandi, Hebel, Gadooga, Lightning Ridge and Coonabarabran. Some of the photographs show evidence of the rain we encountered along the way. It is only a small snapshot of this truly amazing area of Australia. I hope you enjoy this episode of Corner Country. We leave the caravan in Cunnamulla and travel north through open Mitchell Grass Downs, lightly timbered with whitewood, gidgee and coolabah, along the Mitchell Highway, and on some maps the Matilda Highway to Wyrandra, a small community halfway between Cunnamulla and Charleville in Aparu Shire. Wyrandra has some interesting architecture and old buildings. We venture out to the beach on the Warrego River, named for its appealing sandy enclave. In days gone by, the whole community would gather to celebrate with picnics, swimming and playing in the sand. The post office cafe is full of interesting knickknacks, trinkets and supplies. Out the front of the cafe is Wyrandra's original police cell from the early 1900s. The Warrego River is the northernmost tributary of the Darling River. It rises from below Mount Karkarmundi in the Carnarvon Range near Tambo in Queensland and flows generally south, reaching its confluence with the Darling River downstream from Bourke. On its journey, it is joined by 37 tributaries over its 1,380 kilometre journey. The townships of Wyrandra, Augathella, Charleville and Cunnamulla are located on its banks. During the late 1880s, Wyrandra had 2 butcher shops, a baker, a blacksmith, 3 stores, a bookmaker and 2 sawmills, as well as slab huts along the riverbank used by the sawmill workers. A large market garden on the Warrego River supplied fresh fruit and vegetables. Like many outback towns, Wyrandra came into being as a railway settlement in 1897. The town was a major water stop for the steam engines heading through to Charleville. Today, the main industry within the area is agriculture. We leave Cunnamulla on the Warrego River, a township that began as a settlement on the crossroads of 2 major stock routes, and continue our journey east along the Balonne Highway, through landscape that is largely characterised by rich floodplains, open grasslands and mulga scrubland. We have travelled through Bulu, Paru and now the Balonne Shires. The Balonne Shire in southwest Queensland covers an area of 31,104 square kilometres and has existed as a local government entity since 1879. We camp in Balonne at Whalen Creek Campgrounds, a lovely campsite beside the creek with Red River gums along its banks. We take a stroll to the cemetery beside the campgrounds to read about some of the pioneering families of the area. Later that afternoon we took a walk into town where we browsed the historic shearing display at Deb's Cafe. St George, perched on the banks of the Balonne River, provides services to the surrounding wheat, sheep and cotton farms, and in recent times fruit, grapes, vegetables and beef have enriched the local economy. The first bridge across the Balonne was a timber structure that was completed in 1890 with the help of shearers who were on strike at the time. The bridge was destroyed in the 1950 flood. The current weir and bridge were completed in 1953, with the weir a concrete construction nearly 6 metres high, fitted with 13 vertical lift gates to supply irrigation water to the region. On our leisurely walk along the riverbank, we visited the Jack Taylor Weir, where we found a commemorative stone to mark Sir Thomas Mitchell's crossing of the Balonne River in 1846, and the Murray Cod sculpture, an iconic piece of art made up of unlikely pieces of metal including spanners, horseshoes, nuts and bolts. The red flood marker across the road from the Information Centre showcases the major flood heights of the Balonne River. The river is the lifeblood of this agricultural community, and with its ebbs and flows has a major impact on the people who live and work here. A flood marker on the corner post at the entrance of the Riverlands Winery shows the height of a recent flood. While there, we treated ourselves to a couple of bottles of their delicious port. After witnessing another spectacular sunrise, we leave St George and make our way southwest to Durrumbandi. Durrumbandi, midway between St George and the New South Wales border on the Castlereagh Highway, is a small rural town with a huge cotton industry situated on the Naran River, a tributary of the Balonne River. It is also noted for grazing and dryland farming and is the beginning of the Culgoa floodplain. A levee bank on the outskirts of town is famous for having saved the town from flooding on more than one occasion. A bronze statue in the centre of town celebrates Ton Dancy, a local Indigenous stockman's remarkable win in the 1910 Stawwood Gift. Our stop at the Railway Park gave us an insight into days gone by with the old waiting room, the original parcel office and the 1913 station master's residence. There is also a stone cotton bale in memory of the late Des Stevenson, the pioneer of the cotton industry in Durrumbandi and the famed Cubby Station. The Durrumbandi Beersheba Memorial is a memorial for those who fought in the Great War 1914 to 1918 and their horses who could not come home. Brigadier General William Grant, who led the charge by the 4th and 12th Horse Regiments, purchased the property Korak at Durrumbandi after the war and remained there until his death. Durrumbandi marks the end of the South West Rail Line and was the destination of the very last mail train to operate in Australia. Hebel is situated 4 kilometres north of the New South Wales border and is on the Bukhara River, which is part of the Murray-Darling River system. Established in 1889 as Kelly's Point, it has been claimed that Dan Kelly and Steve Hart, members of the infamous Kelly Gang, resided in Hebel under assumed identities. The settlement's name was changed to Hebel in the early 1890s, which may be attributed to a German family, by that name residing in the town at the time. Hebel's original buildings of a bygone era boast plenty of rural character. The store, established in the 1890s, still operates, incorporating 2 buildings, the original store and the dance hall, built around the same time. The Hebel Hotel, originally a Cobb & Co changing station, opened in 1894, still features the original hitching rail. The Historic Circle narrates through public art pieces the interesting history of Hebel. Tall timber posts with illustrated signs attached tell their own story of Hebel's history. Goodooga, on the Bukhara River in the Brewarrina Shire, lies 20 kilometres south of the Queensland border, is rich in local history, as it is known to be one of the former hideouts of the legendary bushranger Captain Thunderbolt. Located on the edge of Goodooga in Queensland Street is the Goodooga Great Artesian Ball Baths, mineral-rich waters from deep underground that maintain a constant warm 40-degree temperature. As we made our way towards Lightning Ridge, the weather became quite overcast with rain threatening, making for some good pictures. From the passenger side, the view was of the sun trying to shine through the clouds, while on the driver's side, heavy clouds with light showers could be seen. The nearer to Lightning Ridge, the showers became more persistent, but allowed us a quick look around this unique and historical opal mining town in outback New South Wales. Lightning Ridge is famed for its rare black opals, mining history and colourful locals. We continued our journey to Collarenebri along an unsealed road, thinking that the rain was behind us, but as all good plans can go astray, this one did. With the light showers, the road was quite heavy and sticky in places, especially on one 90-degree corner that was quite slippery. But we made it to Collarenebri without any incidents, only a very dirty car and caravan. Our overnight camp was at the sports ground just a short walk outside of town. That afternoon the showers cleared away and we were able to stroll into town across the Barwon River and view some of the amazing buildings in Collarenebri that date back to circa 1910. Collarenebri was among the last places in Australia to be converted from a manual switchboard to an automatic telephone exchange in 1986. I hope you have enjoyed watching this episode of Corner Country. Stay tuned as we continue our homeward journey. Thank you for watching. Cheers, Rick and Rosemary. Living life.